Hello guys, welcome back. So I have 75 frames simmed, and it took 5 minutes for this to compute, and it's a decent resolution. It's not low res. And you can see we're getting pretty much all the interesting behaviors that we are looking for to see in an explosion. We have fast expansion, and you can see it here. Few frames, and then it starts rising, and we have a lot of details, which is something generally hard to get using the default solver in Houdini. And you can see we're really seeing a lot of that here from just a low-res sim. And remember that this setup that we took was a simple sphere. At first we emitted smoke in this direction, we got an effect, and then we changed the buoyancy to create a different effect. Then we converted it into a thrust, and now into an explosion. And this shows you how powerful this system is, being able and knowing how to control these fields and dots is very, very powerful. And when I first created this, I was not looking to create an explosion of a specific look, and when we do so, we're going to tackle that problem by itself, and that's what we're going to be doing next week. And I think that's pretty much it for this week. Let me take a look at this frame here. I changed one thing. The temperature, I was multiplying it by the density. I changed that to temperature, and that gave me a better preview for the temperature field. And let me lower the density scale, see if we can see the fire by itself. Cool. And let's see the resolution. Yeah, it's actually getting to the range of a reasonable mid, and you can see we have tons of information, and it's very, very realistic. The placement and everything is very realistic of all these elements. When we have fast moving smoke, we're getting the expansion, and when we have fast moving, we're getting temperature, and everything is behaving nicely. And I'm not sure why the emission is not stopping, to be honest. I'm not gonna waste time check that. It's probably I forgot to turn off the emission. Again, this week purpose is not really about explosion. I just want to show this video to get you guys started thinking about what we can do and how we're gonna do all of this. And look at that amount of detail. And again, this is probably the maximum amount of details that you can get without starting to see the actual voxels within the sim. And this resolution, getting this detail, will require probably 2 to 3 times more voxels to get this information. Most likely will not. But anyway, that's the temperature field. Let's add the density and just see that. Sorry, I meant to turn off the temperature. Now, the noise here is something I tweaked for that effect specifically. I'd have to change it for this effect to give me more interesting looks, but I think overall we have a lot of cool details. Actually, let's take a look at it from this angle, and actually this is an opportunity to show you guys an idea. Let me transform this quickly. And let's scale it a bit. Let's move it. Let's preview both of them. And let's move this down just a tiny bit. And let me turn off InPlay. I want to do something. Basically, I'm going to create a dust storm, and I'll give you the key the key to this effect. Obviously we need some kind of ground if we wanted to do it properly, but let me preview this. 78. Now this is probably deviation, but I just copied the source and I wanted to take a look at it from this angle. And the dust storm has this characteristic where it's building up from inside, and it's not velocity that really pushes this the smoke. It's the energy from within the smoke, and it's hard to create that force using just by having a plane, for example, that emits smoke. You have to make it really strong so it doesn't decay. If you use buoyancy and make it go upward like an explosion, with our system, you will get a lot of the nice rolling effect. And again, this is not something that we designed for the storm, but for a dust storm. But I think it can work really nicely in this case. If we add a ground, for example, on the side here, a collision mesh, we can get a lot of interaction and rolling with the smoke. So that's one thing. And I think that's pretty much it for this week. In the next video, we're going to talk about the assignment, and I'll show the rest of these frames. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.